Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to talk all about countering Silver Surfer in PvP, because a ton of people have jumped on the Silver Surfer hype train, whether it's buying his uniform, whether it's buying his uniform and tier 3ing him, and then whether it's buying his uniform, tier 3ing him, and then completely decking him out for PvP. He's quickly turning into a nightmare that may be on par with tier 3 Thanos and tier 3 Jean, and maybe actually worse, because he's got the revive, he's got insane damage, he's got iframe ignore, and he's also got reflect. So he's got pretty much everything that all of those characters have and a little bit more. So when you go here, especially in Vibranium, and you look at all the top teams this week, you're going to see Silver Surfers everywhere. And the reason why you're going to see Silver Surfers everywhere is because this week and in future weeks in Vibranium and other leagues, if you look over at the restricted recommended list, you can see there that Jean Grey, Thanos, and Nova and Captain Marvel and Deadpool and others are banned. So this crazy list of characters here are all banned, meaning that Silver Surfer is immediately the #1 and #2 choice for PvP. So I'm going to give you guys 5 characters that can actually counter Silver Surfer, and I'm going to show you why and how they can counter him, and I'm going to explain how to build them. Obviously, when it comes to PvP character builds in general, you want to prioritize a lot of HP. Maybe you also want to prioritize dodge. You also want, for pretty much any PvP character, you want pretty high attack speed. The reason why you want high attack speed is because you want to be able to get through your animations faster, and you want priority. It's all about priority and getting to your move first. And then, of course, having a particular obelisk with guard break immunity, or a CTP of regen, or CTP of greed, or CTP of authority, or whatever. And then furthermore, because you want to kill Silver Surfer quickly to avoid taking damage, to avoid taking reflect, you want to augment your team with additional damage boosts. This is not one of the teams, by the way. I'm sort of hiding the teams at the moment, but you want to bring along someone that can deal, let's say, more damage to superheroes like Mystique or the Taskmaster's uniform. Maybe you do want to bring along Warwolf for the guaranteed crit rate and the increased crit damage. Who knows? But of course, you can't use any supports or leaderships that are going to buff your damage against villains, because Silver Surfer Black is not a villain. So, without further ado, let's jump into the very first character. And this is not necessarily the best character. This is not a list of best to worst. This is just the first one that I thought of, and I just wrote it down. And I'm also choosing this character first to prove a point, because a few players out there accuse me of having an unrealistic hard-on for Yelena. And they say that Yelena's not that good, and Yelena's not an Omega tier character. So now let me show you why she absolutely is an Omega tier character. Really quickly, just to go over the build here, we've got the Mythic Uniform snowsuit. We are going back to the snowsuit because of the smoke, the pop smoke. We've got a CTP of energy, so this is not a PvP-centric build. You can definitely go way more PvP than this. We've got stage 10 Power of Angry Hulk. I took off her heal, Odin's Blessings. That's why she's actually missing those 2 holes there in her Urus. I can't give her more HP. I could actually give her more HP on tactical boots, but I can't give her more HP on snowsuit. But she is rocking 42,000 HP. That includes the 10% from Wasp's uniform. Wasp's new uniform gives you 10% HP. We're using Wasp for the leadership as well as the tier 2 passive to make sure we don't get stunned or anything like that. And then we are bringing along Mystique to do more damage. This is a high glass cannon build where you're trying to just kill Silver Surfer and get him off the table as soon as possible. We're not bringing Colossus. We're not going to wage war on Silver Surfer. We are just going to get in, pop smoke, and then nuke him down. So I'm not going to do 1,000 runs here. I'm not going to, play through the team a million times. But essentially what you're trying to do against all Silver Surfer teams is you are trying to, first of all, you always have to stall for your main character. If your main character is not first, you always have to stall a certain number of seconds until your main character has their skills off cooldown. So it's really helpful if you can find teams like this. My enemy's team, he put Wasp in front. Wasp does very low damage, and she's very easy to just dodge or just avoid. So you can actually just take 0 damage, and you can stall for however long you need to. And for some of the other characters that I'm going to show you, you can actually use this strategy to your advantage, and you can stall until your character has their tier 3 skill ability ready. So imagine that. You could technically stall that long, even if it takes a couple of minutes. And again, you don't necessarily need to do this. You can counter Silver Surfer with a tier 3 Silver Surfer, but that's not very fun, is it? So here we go. We're going to set Yelena up here to kill this Wasp. Okay, we might take a little bit of damage here. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Maybe we can't kill her so easily. Okay, wow. All right, let's pop smoke. This is taking a little bit longer than I expected it to. All right, there we go. Now she's sort of subdued. We can kill her. Okay, so we're actually gonna have to switch to Wasp here. You need to avoid his iframe ignore. This is actually taking a lot longer than I expected it to. I was actually used to killing Wasp with my Wasp, but we're gonna stall here. We might actually stall until he has his tier 3 ready. Okay, this might not be good, but we're gonna pop smoke. And actually, this is not gonna work. Okay, he killed us there. All right, this was a really bad showcase. This is good though. This is good. This is it's good to get these out of the way. It's good to get the jitters out of the way. That was a bad showcase here. I played badly there. So let's go back and try this again. We're gonna switch immediately into Yelena, and we're just gonna Wasp was in this like annoying sort of string of iframe skills. So yeah, we're gonna end this quickly so that we can just move on to the actual fight at hand. Here we go. Here we go. This is much better. Here we go. Oh my god, honey. Just die. Okay, so here you're gonna do. You're gonna bait Silver Surfer to use his 3rd skill. There we go. And then pop smoke, and then pop your 1st skill, and then he dies. Ta-da! And then you're just gonna do the same thing again. Now he can do some funny things. This particular map is actually a lot harder to dodge Silver Surfer in because of the fact that he has because of the fact that it's like a square. But we got him. There you go. And then we're going to do the 4th skill here, and then we're going to do the 5th. Boom, done. We'll try another Silver Surfer team, but Yelena is no joke. If you play her properly and you build her properly, she can take down pretty much any character you want. Let's try this team. This is a much harder team, actually. Maybe we're going to have more trouble here. It's not going to be perfect. It might be ugly. It might be messy. But I'm giving you 5 characters that can absolutely take down Silver Surfer and can do so without having, 50,000 Odin's Blessings and any CTP that you can imagine and, a perfect PvP build. So we're going to pop smoke. We're going to go into the 1 here. And then we're going to do the 4, and hopefully he's dead. Perfect, he's dead. Now the 4 and the 5 are actually really dangerous because of all that lingering damage. We have to... What happened? Oh, something really weird happened where I wasn't taking any damage. That was very strange. Okay, we lost on this one, but I did kill him the first time. That was just really, really strange. Not sure what happened. Sometimes PvP does some very funky things. We're gonna try this one more time before we go on to the next character. But yeah, it's not gonna be flawless. It's gonna be ugly sometimes for sure. But the goal here, and this arena is actually really good to fight against Silver Surfer. It's much easier to kite him around with the circular arena. Oh, how did he hit me? Wow. The first skill just does so much damage. So much damage. He caught me there. Yeah, so you might have to switch back and forth for sure. There may be a little bit of, annoyance that you have to play around in a sense. Here I'm getting guard broken like crazy because she doesn't have a guard break immunity. Yeah, okay. We didn't kill him there, but I showcased Yelena. She definitely has, she killed Silver Surfer multiple times. You're going to have to play around with it yourself. Obviously, I'm not going to show you perfect runs here. That's not the point of these kills, these clips. But the point is to show you that he's not invincible, he's not unstoppable, and you just may have to build a different team. The second character I want to show you that can definitely take down Silver Surfer is Black Widow. And the same way, we're going to be using the snowsuit here. We're going to use the same team up here, although I think that Black Widow has enough damage, especially if you have a CTP of energy on her. I think she has enough damage where you actually don't have to use Mystique. You could use Colossus. So again, we're going to take on, we'll shuffle the teams around a little bit here. We don't want to just fight the same guy over and over again, but this one also has Colossus and Gladiator. But if my Black Widow can take on Apocalypse, then for sure she can take on this Silver Surfer. So we've got this skill up, this invisibility skill, boom, and he's gone. Black Widow is still so good. So you actually, running counterclockwise is actually probably the best option for her. There you go, boom. Way smoother than Yelena actually, and I'm way more confident in her damage than Yelena. Yelena is a lot more fragile. That's the thing with Yelena, a lot more fragile than Black Widow. But yeah, they're similar characters, right? You're doing a skill that gives you invisibility, and then you're moving into, and then you're staying on that skill. You got to play with a lot of patience with these characters. You can't just sit there and spam skills. You got to think about what you're doing. You got to be careful. You got to bait out that iframe ignore skill, because if you don't bait out that iframe ignore skill, you get absolutely clapped. So that is really important. But yeah, I think that's a really good tip, is to move counterclockwise, especially in this arena. It seems to work really well. So there we go, iframe ignore. Okay, he popped his invincibility, but we almost didn't kill him in time. So this one's gonna be tough. We're still gonna try to move Ooh, the dodge really helped us there. See, if we were Yelena, we would have died. The dodge really helped. Oh, wow. I was a little bit too early. Wow. That's such a bummer, dude. We were just a little bit too early. Wow. That's such a bummer, dude. We're getting so unlucky. I was like a 1/10 of a second early on using her 4th skill. So again, like I said, patience. I didn't have patience there and ended up dying. So a little bit of patience goes a long, long way. So that's Yelena and that's Black Widow. Fairly straightforward. The next team I want to show you, the next character that I want to show you that can actually take down Silver Surfer is Thor. And this is a very bizarre team. Actually, the next 2 characters I want to feature are Thor and Richard Rider Nova. But I want to talk about Thor first. We're going to go ahead with this team because it seems very, very good. You can sub out Phyla-Vell for Mystique, but you definitely need the damage. Thor doesn't have quite enough damage. My build on Thor has a CTP of Regen. I swapped out his CTP of Rage, but he might not have enough damage. So you might actually want to give him a CTP of Destruction. That actually might be better. He's not very tanky anyways, so it's a bit of a bummer there. But, ooh, let's try this team. This is going to be tough because he's got Taskmaster's uniform giving him extra damage. But let's try this. Again, you're baiting out the skill that has iframe ignore. And then you're swapping over to Thor, and you're going to do the 5th skill. You can actually start with 4 and then go into... Well, you can't go into 5 if he... Oh my god, he's being so annoying. Wow, he's so annoying. My god. Anywho, Thor's 5th skill has 70... Or Thor's base... Dude, you're such a prick. Thor's base tier 2 has... Die. Thor's base tier 2 has a 70% chance to penetrate immunity. And so because of that, how did I... So hang on. My 2nd skill goes on cooldown, but I don't get the immunity or the reflect. Interesting. Thanks, Marvel Future Fight. Let's try this one again. Man, that was just mad annoying. Sometimes just BS just happens. You get the BS meter. Yeah, this stage is tough. It's tough to dodge him on this stage. But you got to stall a little bit longer for Thor specifically. Okay, yeah. Because Thor, he has long cooldowns. Oh my god, really, Silver Surfer? Dude, you can kill him with Phyla-Vell too. She has reflect. So all you do is you use the 2nd skill and you watch him kill himself to reflect. See? Phyla-Vell's good too. I'm not featuring Phyla-Vell because I'm still working on her myself and she has issues. She struggles with other characters. I'll show you guys how Thor can do, but maybe not against this team. Maybe this team's just a little bit too annoying. Taskmaster, you gotta really measure up the team that you're fighting. Taskmaster, I think, gives Silver Surfer just a little bit too much damage. He's like 1-tapping and 2-tapping my teams, so it's a little bit frustrating and it doesn't allow me to really get my strategy off in time properly. Like, look at this, just like insta killed. But here we go. Pop 5. Oh my god, really? Wow. Okay, well, he's got 250,000 HP, so maybe that's why. Yeah, Thor is really not doing a fantastic job here. Nova's nice. But these Colossuses are proving to be a lot tankier than I expected. Or these Silver Surfers plus Colossus. You're going to do 5 here. You want to do 5 first. And try to bait out his immunity, and then, yeah... It's not looking good. Silver Surfer's tough for sure, which is why I wanted to make this video. So, you know, not only to assure you guys that there's nothing wrong with you losing to Silver Surfer. You know, it's not like you're bad at the game. But to also let you guys know that there is hope. Jesus, he's so strong. Anyways, all right, bait up the 3rd skill. All right, this is a good one. Oh my god, he stunned me. Okay, buddy. Oh, and he interrupted my 5th skill. Wow. Must be nice to be so full of shit, eh, buddy? Must be nice to be this full of crap. There we go. Eat that. There we go. Good job, Thor. All right, one more. Nah, you're not getting me with that crap. No. Oh, you're such a prick, dude. Oh, you're such an asshole. He can definitely do it. He can definitely do it. He can definitely do it. Man, it's tough. It's definitely tough, but he can definitely do it. I was having so much more luck on the stream. He's not gonna... The thing is, you're sacrificing your whole team to kill Silver Surfer. It's tough for sure. But these characters I have sort of half built for PvP. So these are more like ideas that you can definitely use. But at the same time, you're gonna have to put more work into them if you want them to work as successfully and for as long as, or for, really? He got the skill back that quickly? Really? Wow, must be nice to be so full of crap, eh? Okay, buddy, sure. Well, let's try to feature Richard Rider then. Wow. I just can't do anything, eh? These guys are on steroids, dude. These guys are on steroids. Wow. He just tier 3'd me. All right, I guess you can't counter Silver Surfer with anyone, guys. Anywho, Yelena, Black Widow, Thor, and Richard Rider, they can all counter Silver Surfer. I'm just getting shit on by RNG right now, so it's a little bit tough. Let me go back to this team here, where you can sort of set it up a little bit better. Trust me, these counters work. I just want to show you guys that it's not always, you know, 100% win rate, and people who brag and say that they win every single game with one character, they're usually just full of BS. You know, it's almost impossible to ace a tier 3 Silver Surfer 10 times out of 10, unless you're using your own Silver Surfer for sure. So don't feel bad if you are losing or if you're having trouble winning consistently. Now, this Wasp is giving me fits right now, which is funny that Thor's having such a hard time. Here we go. We're way too close to him, though. He's terrifying. Never want to be that close to Silver Surfer. All right, there we go. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and goodbye. There we go. So much smoother, buddy. So much. Okay, and then he killed me. No. Ah, well, he interrupted me, but you saw what was going to happen, right? There we go. We got the kill. Now we just have to... There we go. So there you go. That's a better showcase there. But essentially what's working... The car was in the way. The reason why this works is because for Thor, he has a base 70% chance to penetrate immunity, and Silver Surfer doesn't have invincibility. Silver Surfer only has immunity on his 5th skill, so once you bait out the 3rd skill, as long as you can cast his Force of the Thunder God, and I've made a video directly and deliberately about this, you can do the full damage, right? And so, yeah, it's a 70% chance. Sometimes you don't kill him. Sometimes you hit those 30% chance to not penetrate, and then nothing happens. But most of the time, you do get a lot of damage off. And Thor does enough damage to usually kill Silver Surfer or bring him very, very close to death. And then Nova has, of course, iframe ignore and penetration to everything. So he's just like a better version of Thor in that sense. But I do feel like Chain Explosion Smash does a little bit less damage. You can see his energy attack stat is only 31,000 to Thor's 47,000. So there's also that. And then you don't get the rest of the bonus from World Mind Knowledge because Silver Surfer is not a villain. The last character that I want to show you guys that can counter Silver Surfer, I promise he can counter Silver Surfer, I'm just having a hard time, is Wolverine. And Wolverine, like Thor, can activate here with Berserker Slice, 75% penetration chance to immune for 10 seconds. So all you have to do is proc, is activate 4 and then go into 5, and you will kill him. Another good thing about Wolverine is that his bleed damage will avoid, or it basically ignores the regen shield. So any Silver Surfer that has a regen shield, you basically just ignore the shield and you keep eating away at their HP. We also made a video about that. And then also for Wolverine, he's very, very tanky. And then if you save up for his Adamantium Fury, he just completely obliterates him. So I have a PvP build on Wolverine. He's got 93,000 HP, almost 100,000. So I'm going to show you. I do bring along Mystique because of the additional damage against villains, but actually, heroes and villains. But actually, I think Taskmaster is better here because he's also going to give me the Weapons Master passive. So that's actually a modification there that makes the team even stronger. And then we're going to be using Wasp's leadership. Again, you could substitute this team with like Silver Surfer in the front and make the team even better. But here, it's really good for Wolverine because, as boring as it sounds, you can just stall here. Okay, well, that's not stalling. Anyways, like you could just stall here. So we're going to do 4, and then we're going to do 5, and we just eat him. But you can just stall on that. You can stall on that Wasp and charge up your tier 3 skill. So again, he's going to do that. We're going to do 5, and then we're going to do this. There you go. Gone. Okay. You're going to do your little cute stuff, and I'm going to kill you. There we go. Pretty good, right? Wolverine, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's try against another team here, a little bit tougher team. Ooh, this one has Black Widow as well. Yeah, so I think I'm most confident in Black Widow and Wolverine because they are tier 3. They have uniforms. They have they can get lots of HP or lots of dodge, so they can become very, very tanky. But you can definitely make it work with Yelena and others. There we go. And you can see, oh, there we didn't eat through the shield, but we killed him anyways. It's very, very strong damage, right? Okay, same thing that we're gonna do here. Oh. Oh. There we go. Really, for Silver Surfer, the big damage for him... Oh, we're gonna take damage here. You don't want to do his iframe skills because you don't want to put Black Widow in her iframe. So that's why I'm trying to just do 3, because 3 is the only skill for Wolverine. That's 3 and 4 are the only non-iframe skills. But yeah, you can save up to the tier 3, and then you can just tier 3 and kill them. Actually, Colossus is a problem. Colossus can kill you because of Reflect. You got to be careful. So you do 5 here. Perfect. There we go. Wolverine putting on a show. I might do a dedicated video of Wolverine just killing a bunch of Silver Surfers. But yeah, I think Black Widow and Wolverine are the best. Really, the big threat, if I had to break it down and consolidate it, the big threat with Silver Surfer, the biggest threat is him building up to the tier 3 and then killing you. And then Aura of Radiance. Aura of Radiance is just so strong because the damage on it is insane. He'll one-shot almost any character. And it's iframe ignore. So if you're not careful, some skills have just minor iframes, but as soon as you iframe, the AI realizes it and uses 3 and triggers it. The AI is so good at countering your iframe with Aura of Radiance. It's really hard to bait out. And of course, when you're baiting it out, you're always at risk that he's going to do 4 or 5, and the AoE on those skills is huge. So if you're not fast enough, if you don't have enough movement speed, I can't believe I'm advocating movement speed, but if you don't have enough movement speed, you can't get away. And you saw my characters, I died so many times just by trying to run away, trying to kite him away to bait out that 3rd skill. But I think once you neutralize the 3rd skill, you know that he's cast it, you know that he's not going to have it up for the next 9 seconds, then you can really just unload on him and kill him in that time. But it's a very short window. You've got, like, because the skill is 9 seconds, but you've got like 2 or 3 seconds of him actually casting the skill. So you really only have like 5 or 6 seconds. I would say conservatively, you have 5 seconds to kill him. So you got to be doing a ton of burst damage. So I think you're going to see a lot more teams built like this. You're going to see fewer teams with Colossus because you really need to punch hard, and you need to punch once to kill Silver Surfer. But hopefully this showcase has helped you. Hopefully this showcase has made you feel less down if you're not getting it right, if you are dying, if you are losing PvP matches. Don't worry about it. And hopefully now you understand better how to counter and how to play against Silver Surfer. And of course, if all else fails, just go and get your own Silver Surfer. Galactus is coming up soon. And then just stomp everybody with Silver Surfer because he's absolutely nutty and he's an unstoppable force of nature, and we should all bow to him and his, purple black glory. So yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.